Hey, out there, welcome back to our Black History Month series. We're super excited to be out here with Kingsley and Melissa from Artemis Provisions and Cheese. So thanks for having us out.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for having us.
We are so excited to be here, and I would love if we could just start it out. If y'all want to introduce yourselves and share a little bit about your business.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Melissa Gobourne, and I am one of the co-owners of Artemis Provisions and Cheese. We opened up our retail shop in mid-July of 2024, so we're really excited to share more about our business journey.
And I'm Kingsley Gobourne. I am co-owner of Artemis Provisions and Cheese. And like Melissa says, we've had our two facilities here for just under a year now, but this is our sixth year of actually owning Artemis, and where we've gone from just a small online meat and cheese box retailer to now offering everything from processing to catering, soon to come restaurant, and then a retail store. So quite the transformation.
It is a huge, you all have a lot going on here. So do you want to share a little bit about some of those pieces, some of those different pieces?
Yeah. Well, since we're in a retail store, I'll let Melissa start. She can tell you all about retail.
Our goal of the retail shop is really to just have as many locally sourced products as possible. So we have honey from right here in Mount Horeb. We have seasonings and spices from Savory Accents located in Verona. Over in this area, we have a large variety of locally produced cheeses, salamis, eggs, jams, crackers. We just, continue to expand the producers that we showcase in our retail shop.
The only thing I'd add there is, to Melissa's point, is that we are trying to really think locally first. So, when you walk in, it will not only be those great meat and cheese items, but we'll also have like our cutting boards and a selection of other items that go along with the kitchen and grilling, and just really getting together type spaces. So I'm really, really excited, especially since all these artisans are from right here in Wisconsin, and a lot of them in Iowa, Lafayette, Dane County producers. So very, very proud of that. Along with the retail space, we also have our restaurants and catering that goes underneath the Taste by Artemis brand, and that has been really exciting. Originally for us, we realized that when we have a retail meat space, we wanted to be able to have fresh products, but what about all the products that sometimes we couldn't really move as quickly? And for those of you who don't know, when you process an animal, we love steaks and T-bones and our fillets, but many people don't know what to do with like the cowtail or the hocks or some of the roast and other cuts. And so we started utilizing some of our family recipes, primarily my Jamaican background, to make some of those Jamaican recipes that would utilize those products. And so at first it was a way to just make sure that we weren't wasting or having those things pile up in our freezers because we couldn't sell those as quickly. But when we converted them into a made product with some of our those cooking practices, that was very well received, and that's really what got Taste going. And now we cater everything from your office, lunch or dinner or holiday celebration to weddings, as well as being present in some of our local festivals where we have our food stand set up. So we're really expanded on what we're doing there, and we look forward to bringing a restaurant where we can offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner, incorporating some of our worldly experiences that we've been able to do some traveling and bring back some presentations and recipes that we want to also use local ingredients to make and share out with the world. So very excited about that.
Something that really came about organically with the retail shop was because we have access to high quality meats and cheeses. I started to make charcuterie boards, and so that's been something that has been a lot of fun. I've been getting really good at making charcuterie boards because it's been something that customers have really been wanting in the community, and then also just with the catering business as well. So it's been fun.
And you all also have this amazing processing space downstairs.
Yeah.
Do you want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're actually sitting right on top of right now. Downstairs would be our coolers, our hanging coolers. And we have another room about the same size that's for processing, as well as like a large walk-in freezer for the finished product to go with. So there's two things that really serves the purpose for downstairs. One is obviously now, as we see behind us, we have a fresh meat counter, and we want to be able to offer fresh products to our consumers. Animals can come right from the field and come right to our facility to be processed and sold directly to a consumer, really representing one of the shortest, turnarounds from field to table as possible. And what's nice is that it's coming from locally produced farmers, where we know how these individuals raise their products. We've been to their farms, seen their animals in pasture. And so when you bring in something like that, there's a sense of pride that you know that you're actually putting something that's really healthy on the table. We have a family and we have kids as well. And, when we first had our kids, I would say we were just more worried about the cost of, the food that was going on the table. And the longer that we've done this business, we understand the importance of quality, and we now understand that difference. And so we're trying to make sure we make that available to our customers here in the southern Wisconsin area. So then the second piece of that is we are not the only outlet for this meat. So a lot of farmers sell directly online. You might see ads on Facebook, from local farmers who are trying to sell their product. They still have to get it processed somewhere. And the biggest challenge has been there's not a lot of processing facilities. There's actually more closing than they are opening. And so for us to have our facility up and running, it's going to be another avenue for farmers to be able to get their meats processed and get it to a consumer. So we're helping to drive and grow their business as well. And even though we might not necessarily sell their product, we can still play a role in helping them be profitable and help them get more products to our local consumers here. So it serves really those two purposes, and we're really excited for that to get up and running here very shortly.
Yeah, it sounds, there's so many different pieces. It's just really impressive that you are holding all of that.
Yeah. Well, I think we have some good partners that have been able to guide us, from business partners to just individuals that will come and help manage. And so we are going to be partnering with someone to manage the facility downstairs, another local group, and they've been on a very long journey as well. And so we're really excited that our partnership is really something that will help both of us achieve like our next level of dreams. And so that's now underway, and we're looking forward to announcing more about that as we get closer to opening up the facility.
It's so inspirational just being in this space. Do you all want to take us on a little walk around and show us the different pieces?
We can start over here in our cutting board section here, where we have our security goat. He's been looking over Artemis and making sure that our customers are safe. Being Jamaican, that's one of our primary animals that we raise for both food. It helps us manage vegetation. They're very useful and resourceful. And so we've paired that with all of our cutting boards and presentation tables. These are all made from local artists. So as you go around the table, there's quite a variety of just amazing craftsmanship from local producers here in Wisconsin.
Wow, these are beautiful.
Yeah, Three Goats Workshop is the producer here with all of the serving trays, and we're continuing to just grow and expand and listen to our customers and determine what are products that we are going to have in the shop.
Yeah, that's kind of begins our charcuterie section. So you're going to notice a lot of cheese cutting boards, charcuterie, little notebooks, so you can kind of plan what you're going to be presenting. A little gift accessories you'll find. It continues on to more of our presentation platters as well. Just imagine those being covered with your favorite chocolates and fruits, veggies and meats. And so we offer an array of different options there. which brings us to our coolers here and some of our locally produced products. Melissa, you can take them through some of the items.
Yeah, a newer product we just got in is from Meister, and they have a variety of tasty cheese spreads. We have Carvalli, Mariki. One of the very first cheese producers that we worked with when we had our e-commerce business is Brunkau Cheese, and we continue to carry their products as well. Underground Meats Salami has become a customer favorite. We also looking to sell local eggs right from Mount Horeb. Driftless Provisions is another meat producer as well for us that's been very popular in our retail shop. And so, then we've got a second cooler here with more of the block cheeses. And again, we've got a variety of local producers, Deer Creek. There's a cheese right up here from a family farm right in Barneveld. So they have a dairy farm, Beekert Dairy, and then they make cheese out of the milk. So just a lot of great producers to highlight with our cheeses.
Ooh, it's dangerous to have a whole cooler full of all these delicious
They're some of my
cheeses.
favorites. It's easy to call. Melissa gets a call from home often where I say, hey, can you just bring home a block of X, Y, or Z for us? And so she's always making those runs. One of my favorites down here is Brunkhaus as well. They make Brunusto. It's an unbelievably cool baked cheese. Goes well with everything. If you're not a huge protein person, this can be your substitute. Hit it with some olive oil or some balsamic, and it is a great snack. So that's one of my favorites. And again, they're our original partner down there in Darlington area. Over here, we have some additional cutting boards and some new items that we've started to carry recently. One is here's the old-fashioned mix as well, so you can come and pick that up and pair it with your favorite item at home and enjoy some cheese and some charcuterie items. We do have our ice cream partner, but we're looking to expand and hopefully bring in another local ice cream partner for next year. But we've been working with the Ice Cream Factory, and they're another family-owned business as well. But we're looking to bring a closer and more local partnership for next year. Behind us is kind of where we have a lot of our summer products. And so, right now it's not really the biggest grilling season, but we still have some of our favorite items that people still, reach out to us for. So in the summer, this will be packed with additional items that are popular for grilling and smoking. Everything from our chicken and waffle mix, some of our tailgate foodie partners, as well as PS seasonings. And again, those are all Wisconsin producers of products. We have some very cool aprons, and then these are locally made by an artisan, and as well as some hot pads. And then the front of the retail store kind of gets rounded out with more of our charcuterie items. This is where our honeys and jams and crackers exist with partnerships with potters and other local producers. And so, that is kind of where our store is now. Again, this is our slower time of the year. We don't have our typical variety that you would expect to see in spring and summer, but we're looking to gear up for that, including our meat counter and our aged meat cabinet, where we do 45-day aged ribeyes, which were very popular last year. It's something that is always only on pre-order, and we're able to sell out always. So that was really exciting as well to offer something that's unique, Southern Wisconsin. So we can continue on our tour of the facility. So this is our retail space, and one of the things that we did in our project is that we opened up the wall between the two buildings that we purchased. This is going to be, I think, an opportunity because we have so many tourists. When someone comes in to eat, while they're waiting or afterwards, it can just come right on over to our retail shop, or vice versa. Someone coming in to shop, hopefully will notice that there's a great eatery attached, and maybe they want to come in, sit down, and have a snack or a meal here at Taste. And so this facility is fed by our kitchen, and so we're going to walk into our kitchen next and show where all the food will be made that serves our catering and our restaurant. Oh, there we go. The lights are motion censored, so you have to do a little dance or wiggle sometimes to get them turned on. But this is our commercial kitchen space for taste as well as our catering. Over there, we have all of our hot prep items from our fryer ovens and stoves. We have all of our prep coolers here and sandwich coolers, and then we have some warmers at the end. This allows us, with our double ovens, to be able to, cater weddings up to 250, 300 individuals. So it's a lot of food being turned out. But because of our large space and prep area here, we're able to put all that together. We have some of our prep coolers behind here. So we have a couple freezers and a refrigerator. And again, those are just really housing some of our items that are going to be going right out into our food service or our catering. But yeah, this is where I spend most of my time when I'm at Artemis, is here. Melissa, you want to talk about the catering and how you use the space?
Sure. We create a lot of charcuterie boards in this space, and then also with the catering that we do for office parties, birthday parties. We're in here making jerk chicken wings, Cajun shrimp, a lot of mac and cheese. So it's a really great space for us to create some amazing food for the catering events that are requested of us.
So next we'll take you to the processing area and you'll follow us downstairs. And so, we've seen the end product of where products will end up in our retail or in our restaurant. And we saw the kitchen where some of that processing and finishing occurs. And now we're going to go to where the product actually enters the building and take you through the process that we have down here. So as we're finishing up construction and our processing, you'll see a few items that we have to get removed from the building that didn't quite work. And so they're on their way out. But this door here will actually represent where we'll have our receiving. And so animals, again, from the field will be processed. They'll be brought here in a cooled transportation. And then the transportation will drop it off here. The items then will be conveyed to the back of the building. As we go through, the space is really going to be very comfortable in the sense that there'll be locker rooms for individuals who are working here, showers for everyone. We have some office space for people to be able to take a little bit of break. We'll be able to do some on-site smoking, I should say. And then our finished cooler here that my wife and I were able to put together ourselves will actually house some of the finished product. It'll be packaged in box for our customers. They'll wait there until they come in and pick it up. But as for the meat itself, it will have a journey where it comes through our processing facility and will be in our hanging cooler back here. And so the meat will hang. We'll be able to bring in 3-4 animals at a time, quartered. Obviously, that number will be greater if we're dealing with hogs or sheep. And then this room will also be kept at a very low temperature, so just above freezing, and it will only house the animals until we're able to get them processed. And this room is where the processing will occur. The equipment that's going to be in here will not only be the bone saw behind us, but we'll have a grinder for making ground beef, making sausage patties, a linker for making some of our beef and snack sticks. We'll have a vacuum packager in here as well, and then plus our required sanitary sinks and things that go along. But this is where the meat will then get processed into those packages. Once it's packaged, it goes into a little box, it goes in the cooler, or if it's items that we're using in the store, it goes into our bus tubs and we take it upstairs, and then we prep it in the kitchen or we prep it for the retail counter.
Wow.
Yeah.
You all do it all. It's just amazing. It's a lot.
It's quite a lot, but actually there's so much flow and rhythm to it that it works very well. As you can imagine, being able to have a place where the animals are coming in fresh, you can process it. If a customer comes in and says, "Hey, we need X," we can literally come downstairs and fabricate that. We can take it right off the rack and process it for them, which is something that you typically can ask for when you go to your commercial grocery store or whatnot. So there'll be a lot of benefits to us and to our customer base by being able to have something that is very unique and is very fresh. When you order that roast or that steak, you can literally know that it was cut from the quarter or an animal either the day or the day before, which is something that we're kind of proud of.
It's amazing. And you all built out this whole bottom area.
Yeah, so this is a lot of more engineering than I ever thought I had in me. Worked closely with my father-in-law, who's had a little bit more experience in building several homes. We worked together with the specs that we were given from some of our designers, and we were able to build up the walls, the ceiling, the insulation. We had some support in tearing up and refinishing the floor so we could install new pipes and vents and drains, because as you can imagine, there's a lot of water that goes in there to clean and to wash things down and make sure we're staying sanitary. So and all that work had to get done, but it's also really nice because I know exactly every screw in there, what it's tied to, the story behind it.
Yeah.
Because we kind of had to do it ourselves. So, and again, we're standing from the cooler where Melissa and I put together, and even though we only had a margin of error of 1/4 of an inch, and we were able to put this whole thing together underneath these beams that weren't going to be moved. So it was nice to be able to work together to get some of this stuff done, and then you can look back and have some really good memories. And yeah, it's been fun. The kids have been part of the process, and so looking back at the construction photos and everyone in their hard hats. Even in here, there was a pit. We would have been about 4 feet lower than we are now.
Oh my
and it was
gosh.
all just turned up right down to the gravel. And now to think that we're standing on this concrete with all that new hardware underneath us and plumbing, it's pretty amazing how far we've come in this space in just a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, if people wanted to come and support you all, or come and shop at your store, or connect about catering, how would they get in touch? And what are your hours and where are you located for people to find you?
Yeah, thank you. Right now, just with the winter hours, we're open on Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, we're open 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then Sundays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. All of this information is available on our website, www.artemisprovisions.org. We have lots of information on our website. We've really taken the time to build out our website so that people can, fill out a catering inquiry request. We actually have some items that are available for online ordering. It's really nice if people are looking for a charcuterie board, they can just order right online and select a date in the future for pickup. So that's where I would really recommend people head, is the website, artemisprovisions.org, for just a lot of information about what we do and our business hours. As the weather gets warmer, we're going to be increasing and opening up more days and hours. Yeah.
Great. And we can put the link to that website in the comments as well, so y'all can just click right on it. Yes. Wow. Well, thank you all so much for the tour and for sharing your story. Yeah. This is just amazing, and I can't wait to see how it evolves. Year one. Wow, you all have done a lot.
You have to come back and grab some food when the restaurant's going.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
And I won't be alone. I'll bring all my friends.
There you go. More the merrier. We'll make sure we get you some great food, and looking forward to just continued partnership here with this community, and it's been fun.
Wow. Well, thank you all so much. And thanks everyone at home for tuning in, and stay tuned and come out to Mount Horeb and visit for yourself.